This is the Lawrenceville Senior Center that we will return to shortly. But we will begin our walk here in the parking lot in front of the Lawrenceville Senior Center today. Here's the park rules that are posted here in the back of the parking lot. Now we're going to go start a walk right here, and we're going around this new pavilion here by the lake. Now this trail leads down to the lake, but we walked that trail the other day, so we're going to take the left fork of the trail here by the new picnic pavilion. Here's what the inside of the one of the new picnic pavilion looks like here by the lake and the playground. So it's a great improvement over the old pavilion they had here. One nice improvement here is this new fence that separates the parking lot from the children's play area. Before there was this short fence, nothing like this, so that's a good safety feature for the kids that are playing in the play equipment further down the way here. This is pavilion number 3 that can be rented for private use. These are all the rules pertaining to the pavilion. Here's the third pavilion sitting up here on the hill. It's very nice, and you can see the lake in the distance there. I guess this will be really good for people on picnics. Down here in the distance is the play area for the kids. They even have a bench here, Pearl mentioned, for people can wait if it's a line going to the bathroom. This is the second pavilion, and it has these barbecue grills out in the back here. And it's located right here by the lake, and if we look over to the right, then we see the play equipment and a picnic table right here by the sidewalk. Now we are getting onto the trail again, but this time we're going to cross the road and go into the pine forest on this new loop that they've installed. Now this is the used to be an old road that came here, and it's open to traffic. So the traffic's been shut down, so this is just really good for bikers and walkers and joggers now, so they don't have to worry about it being ran over by a car. You know, these pine trees are very, very straight up here on the side. Now this used to be a concrete road, but now it's been blacktopped, and it's much easier on your feet. The trail breaks into 2 parts. The one on the left is a sidewalk concrete. This is partly the old trail that ran around the park, so I'm going to stay on the asphalt surface. It's much easier to walk. The trail loops around to the right at this point. We notice there's some red berries over here on the side. We have some kind of red berries here beside the trail. I guess it'd be really good for the birds. Now the trail loops slightly upward, and we have a park bench situated nicely here by the old trail. Okay, the trail loops around to the left here. We haven't noticed any. The squirrels kind of disappeared when they were doing several months of construction, but maybe they'll come back. Perhaps they are only hibernating now. We're going up here by the train tracks right now, by the sidewalk. One nice thing about this park is the fact they have a park bench right here beside the railroad tracks, so young kids that want to see a train up close can come here. They're very busy going up and down the railroad tracks during the week, so it's a good place where you can come and sit. The only place I know in Atlanta where you can sit in a park by a railroad track. Now the trail slopes downward through these pine forests toward the parking lot. One thing this park needs, and almost all the other parks in Gwinnett County have, are mile markers. There are no mile markers on these trails, so you have to kind of guess how far you have walked. We are now headed out of the park, going down and then to the left into the parking lot. Now we rejoin the main walking trail here, but I'm going to go over to the pavilion instead. Here's the third pavilion sitting up here on the hill. It's very nice, and you can see the lake in the distance there. I guess this will be really good for people on picnics. This is the second pavilion here. It's listing the rules for use of the pavilion. We were looking at the parking facilities. It used to be that the parking was down here by the lake, and that was it. But since that time, the new construction has expanded the parking lot greatly. So this is all parking area up here. It used to be just trees. Here I am at the senior center. I'm gonna go in, and you might like to check out my photographs that I have on the wall there. I'm here at the senior center. Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you. Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. This is Jerry. She's our secretary. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good day, okay? Bye. I'm here at the senior center. Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you. Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. This is Jerry. She's our secretary. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good day, okay? Bye. Here we go. And here's Alicia. Hi, Alicia. Pretty good. Are you okay? You have a pleasant day, okay? Bye. This is the Rhodes-Jordan Park Senior Center, where I was lucky enough to have 11 of my photographs hung on the wall. This one here shows the senior center and the lake, the city lake, a 23-acre lake in back of the senior center. Here's another shot in the fall that was made up at the community center in Rhodes-Jordan Park of the church in the background there toward Lawrenceville. This one here shows the lake and the senior center in the background. It's a little reflection on the wall from the windows. This one here is another shot of the senior center from the background during the fall, as you can tell by the leaves. This one here shows a Canadian goose on the other side of the lake of the senior center. That was made with a Nikon camera, as you can see by the date. This one here shows a fisherman at sunset on City Lake behind the senior center. Quite a bit of reflection here in this room. Here's another fall scene with a lot of leaves on the road, which I kind of like. This one here is a Canadian goose in a field of black-eyed Susans here at the park, Rhodes-Jordan Park. Here's a sunset on City Lake. And this one over here is the community center park up on the hill. We got a severe reflection here on the windows, but that's what it looks like in the summertime. Here's another shot of the bird, Canadian goose, probably here in the sunset here at Rhodes-Jordan Park.